And let's take a look at this just to give you guys some context in terms of how the Ethereum beta has been playing, right? So now we take a look and we say, all right, so we're waiting for this actual alt season to play out. Bitcoin dominance hasn't nuked yet. Well, how have the boys club, Pepe, Brett, Andy, Wolf, performed in an environment where they've never been in favorable? They haven't been in a favorable environment yet. They haven't been in an environment where Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and these beta plays to Ethereum are pumping as hard as they could be pumping. They've only ever existed in an environment where Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum. So let's pull up ETH-BTC. Okay. And I want to be able to pull this on a new pane. Will it let me? Bang. Look at that. Professional. So get this one out of here. How do I get that out of here? Delete that. Bang. Look at that. Okay. So here's Pepe compared to ETH-BTC. All right. On the same time frame. So when Pepe was first launched back in April 23. Okay. So during the bear market. Look at what Ethereum divided by Bitcoin has done. It's only gone down. Okay. It's been in a perpetual downtrend. What has Pepe done since it was launched? Well, it's only been in an uptrend. Okay. So yeah, we got this drawdown. This one hurts. Oh, it's over. But technically it's still in an uptrend, right? That's an uptrend. Okay. Don't get it twisted. It's an uptrend. So if you take a look at a chart like this, eventually it's going to do what? It bounces and it goes back up. Okay. So you get these periods of outperformance and periods of down performance, and you get a period of upperformance, come back down, and then you go back up. Okay. So what do you think is going to happen to Pepe and the boys club whenever this chart down below actually starts pumping? This is all we need to be able to make the thesis that we've had since the beginning play out, and play out to the degree that we know it can play out. This right here, where Ethereum starts actually pumping, this ETH-BTC chart, when it actually starts pumping and outperforming Bitcoin, this is whenever you get the ridiculous price targets on Pepe. This is whenever you get Pepe to $120 billion market cap, which is from here, 10x, 15x on Pepe. That's whenever you get those things to happen. We've never been in an environment where Pepe, Brett, Andy, or Wolf had any favorable conditions for Ethereum. We've strictly just been tethered to Ethereum not outperforming Bitcoin. That's all you need. You get ETH to outperform Bitcoin, all these coins are pumping 10, 15. We've done 10, 15, 20, 30x on Andy and Wolf before ETH-BTC ever pumped. On Pepe, obviously, if you got in from whenever it first came out, I mean, you're up tens of thousands of X's. But let's just say from, before the 10x run up on Pepe in February of 24, Pepe has done 10, 15x rippers to billions of dollars of market cap when ETH-BTC is bleeding, dying, not outperforming Bitcoin. All we need is one alt season, one real alt season where you get this outperformance. Shit's going, you can't even fathom how hard it's going to pump because it's never been in an environment where it could pump that hard.
Yeah, I mean, this is showing data from since what? Since you said April of 2023.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Nothing
it's
but
like
down.
this is 2 years of data on weekly candles, and we've never had more than 2 weeks, never more than two green candles on this chart.
Yep.
There's never been a break in structure. It's just been a downtrend for 2 years straight. We've never had more than two green candles in a row. So no more than 2 weeks of ETH performing better than Bitcoin in a row in 2 years. And yeah, Pepe still managed to go up thousands and thousands of percent since it launched.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, this is why last year in 2024, I know I had kind of mentioned to you with the way that it was performing, we had the mini alt season at the beginning of the year, like March, April, May. Then we had another mini alt season like November, December 2024. And I remember saying to you, I'm like, damn, this seems really similar to 2021. Maybe this was the cycle we had, because the same thing happened in 2021. Beginning of the year, there was an alt season, topped off in May, pulled back through the summer, and then had the final blow off top in like December of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I know that we didn't have the true alt season cycle in 2024 is because in 21, ETH BTC chart completely shifted structure. Ethereum was actually outperforming Bitcoin for the entire year of 2021. Bitcoin dominance bled for an entire year. Others' dominance skyrocketed for the entire year. So none of those indicators have shifted structure yet. ETH still getting rocked by Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is still going up. Others' dominance is bleeding. It's like none of the indicators have moved in the favor of Ethereum, and they didn't last year either, or in the favor of altcoins. So it's like all the performance anyone's gotten out of their coins so far has been in terrible conditions. So yeah, I mean, that's why I just don't think any of the price targets that we talk about, like you can't really moon boy the numbers because it's like everything we saw last year was with the complete opposite of desirable conditions. So
Exactly. And I just thought of a great thing that we can show quickly here too before we end this. By the way, Nabes said, "Sup, ladies." Nabes, I don't know who the hell you're talking about. Who you talking to? But I can
names out of
assure
right
you.
field.
Yeah, out of right field, shows up out of nowhere. Sup, ladies? Nabes, I can assure you, the ladies are not watching us chart Pepe a frog beam right now.
I got
So,
enough tea flowing through me for this entire audience.
right, yeah. Any ladies that are watch the stream too long turn into men. There's the testosterone's coming through on the stream. So let's look at Doge. Hold on.
Yogi.
So I just want to show people some context for Doge. We can even look at market cap. That'll work just fine. Look at what Doge was last bull run. So we were talking about how last bull run ETH BTC bottomed in December of 2020, and Bitcoin dominance topped at December 2020. Look at this. Look at what the market cap of Doge was in December of 2020. Look at this. People are going to lose their minds. This is what you don't understand about what alt season is going to look like. Doge in December of 2020 was a $1 billion market cap. Okay. So Pepe right now is higher than that in the same context of the cycle. We can even go to January 21, $1.1 billion market cap. Okay. Bitcoin dominance starts to shift.
Well, then look what happened too. Like show the weekly candles there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Look at whoa.
We can do it off a log. I was trying to log it up. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so look at what happened though through January and February. It pumped up. So obviously Dogecoin bloomed a little bit later than Pepe did. You know, Pepe got the Coinbase listing a little bit earlier and had that significant move. But if you scroll up a little bit, look at what Pepe ran up to before it pulled back. So it ran up to
This is
what,
Doge.
12 or Doge. Yeah, so it ran up to what, 12 or 13 billion?
Yes.
Which is the exact same level that Pepe ran up to before this pullback. Pepe was literally at 13 billion. And then what, Dogecoin's pulled back to what, 5 bill?
Yeah. Look,
At a 60%
pullback.
Yeah, so Pepe literally is replicating this move identical. It went from 13 bill, now it's at a little over 4 billion. So percentage-wise, the exact same move, literally the market cap size, exact same move that Dogecoin pulled last cycle. And then when did it start pumping?
Look at this. Oh, Bomba Clut. That didn't exist. I gotta do it like this. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, on the side-by-side?
Yeah, like this. Watch this shit. You're gonna fucking love this. We just cracked the code right here, bees. Look at this. The pullback on Pepe. Give me my stun of 4. There we go. The pullback on Pepe and market cap from the high. 60%. Similar. I could do it from like right here. 68%, a little bit more. But yeah, Doge just did the same thing last cycle. Big
Yeah, and it's like that, and it's like that looks like a wider time frame on the bottom, but that's also.
You're right. So this one we want to do it on weekly. Yep. Look at that. Same idea.
Yeah, so we can't zoom out quite as much just because the wicks on Doge are fucking huge.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, it had the exact same. It was the exact same size. Well, it's a little bit bigger than Dogecoin was heading into this year because it got listed to Coinbase. Pumps up to 13 billion, same exact level that Dogecoin pumped up to. Pulls back 60% to 4 billion, 5 billion. Same thing that Pepe or same thing that Doge did last cycle. And then once it gets into March, February, March, it's just ranging sideways. So people that are in Doge are just like, what the hell? What the hell's going on? This thing's just going sideways. You know, it's just bled 60% slowly but surely is kind of recovering, just kind of trending up a little bit, but ranging sideways. And then gets into April and then what
Boom.
goes to 90 billion
197 billion was the Pico top.
over the course of a month.
Yep. 1 month.
So
Yeah, it's gonna happen on Pepe. People are going to get caught with their fucking pants on the ground. That's literally the same time frame. Insane. Look at this. And then right before it, I just really need to point this out. Doge in December, right? December of 2020. That's confluent with December of 2024. We just came into 2025, which is the last year of the bull run typically in these cycles. So this would have been last month. It was $500 million market cap. 500 million. Think about that. Doge within months went from 500 million to 90 billion, 98 billion. I don't even know how many X's that is. 10X would have been, that's over 100X.
yeah, it's like 180, 190x.
And people thought it was over for Doge. It did 180X from a $500 million market cap. So we don't think Pepe can't survive. And look, Doge did the same thing. We pump up here in, whoops, what was the time frame? This was, look at this, beginning of February. We die, beginning of February, right here. No, this beginning of February was right here. But we started dying in December, so we started dying earlier. But we get this effect where we die. We come down 62%. We came down 68% here. So about the same percent difference. Well, let's do it from the high. So 69%.
And if you look at the chart too, it's like it wasn't performing well in December either, but it just, I think that's when it got listed to Coinbase.
Right. And then it had that pump.
Yeah. So I think that's the only reason it performed well there. The timeline on the Coinbase listing was just different, but yeah.
Exactly. And then we draw down, we range for a little bit. Boom. Fucking Valhalla on Doge and you become rich. You're a fucking multimillionaire. So what do we think happens with Pepe, the Doge coin of this cycle? Probably do this for like throughout March while ETH continues to build back. And we fucking go off the screen. Bang. It's going to happen. Fucking gentlemen, fucking position yourselves because just as quickly as you thought it was over, we're so fucking back.